Wednesday, July 9th, 2025, Evening Edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here. I'll be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics and summarizing them for you. Today we delve into protests on the Hill as science fairs get nil, while Berlanga and Shiraz score wealth before thrill. Readers cheer RBA, nodding to Michel's fray, and Nissan's EV delay leaves fans in dismay. Looping back to the funding fray on Capitol Hill, will the budget stand still? Stay tuned for a riveting broadcast. Also in the news, 10th anniversary of China's 709 crackdown on lawyers. Anchor Solix power station hits lowest Prime Day price. Goldberg, only Braun Breaker should use WWE spear. And now, breaking news. Breaking news. Trump threatens 50% tariffs on Brazil if it doesn't stop the Bolsonaro witch hunt trial. CNN. President Trump threatened Brazil with a 50% tariff starting August 1st, accusing President Lula of a witch hunt against former President Bolsonaro. Lula vowed to retaliate with a similar tariff on American goods. This marks the first significant international response to Trump's recent tariff threats. MMA star Couture hospitalized after racing wreck, ESPN. Randy Couture, MMA legend, was hospitalized with burns and injuries after a car accident at a racetrack. Despite the severity, he is expected to recover. Couture, 62, was preparing for his NHRA racing debut. He is a former UFC champion and remains active in MMA through his gym and commentary work. Trump's push to claw back funding ignites a fight that threatens a government shutdown. NBC News. President Trump urges Republicans to retract $9.4 billion in approved spending, sparking a congressional dispute that threatens the bipartisan government funding process. Senate Minority Leader Schumer warns Democrats won't support the move, risking a government shutdown. The rescissions package targets foreign aid and public broadcasting, causing GOP division. Governor Abbott announces special session agenda. Office of the Texas Governor.gov. Governor Greg Abbott announced 18 agenda items for the upcoming special session, focusing on flood preparedness, education reform, tax reduction, and public safety. Key topics include improving flood warning systems, eliminating the STAR test, reducing property taxes, regulating hemp products, and protecting human trafficking victims and women's spaces. Duster canceled by HBO Max after one season deadline. HBO Max has canceled Duster, a 1970s crime drama from J.J. Abrams and LaToya Morgan, after one season due to low viewer interest despite positive reviews. The series, featuring Josh Holloway and Rachel Hilson, failed to secure a spot in the Nielsen Top 10 for streaming originals.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
July 9th in history. July 9th, 381. The end of the First Council of Christian Bishops convened in Constantinople by the Roman Emperor Theodosius I. July 9th, 1790. The Swedish Navy captures one-third of the Russian Baltic Fleet.
Famous people born on this day. July 9th, 1950. Adriano Panatta, Italian tennis player and sailor. Margie Gillis, here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Margie Gillis, born July 9th, 1953, is a renowned Canadian dancer and choreographer known for her modern dance works. Founder of the Margie Gillis Dance Foundation, she has toured globally and received numerous accolades, including the Order of Canada and the Governor-General's Performing Arts Award. Claire Corlett, here's a recap of their Wikipedia page. Claire Corlett is a Canadian voice actress, best known for voicing Sweetie Belle in My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. Daughter of voice actor Ian James Corlett, she began voice acting as a child. Married to fellow voice actor Gabriel Brown, she resides in Arizona. Now, a couple of trivia questions for you. Difficulty, easy. What type of baby product is Huggies? The choices are medicine, diapers, formula milk, food. Now take a second to think about it. What type of baby product is Huggies? Okay, got it? Ready? Diapers? Difficulty, medium. Which word is defined as genetically modified food? The choices are finifugal, poppycock, frankenfood, macrosmatic. Now take a second to think about it. Which word is defined as genetically modified food? Okay, got it? Ready? Frankenfood. Difficulty, hard. What connects Kenny Everett, Annie Lennox, and Sir Isaac Newton? The choices are all related to each other by blood, all died by drowning, all British nobility, all born on Christmas Day. Now take a second to think about it. What connects Kenny Everett, Annie Lennox, and Sir Isaac Newton? Okay, got it? Ready? All born on Christmas Day. And now on to today's news.
Business news? Michelle got it right. Crikey readers pledge allegiance to the RBA. Crikey. The article presents various perspectives on monetary policy, particularly the impact of interest rates and inflation management. John C. criticizes the reliance on interest rates, suggesting superannuation adjustments as an alternative. Steve Brennan questions the emphasis on rate cuts, while Philip Carman supports the RBA's cautious approach, emphasizing the complexity of economic behavior. The Anchor Solix portable power station is at its lowest price ever now for Prime Day. Here's how to save up to $2,000. Business Insider. The Anchor Solix F3800 portable power station is highly recommended for its power capacity, versatility, and solar charging potential. It's currently available at a 40% discount for Prime Day, making it an excellent deal. Despite its weight, it offers multiple outputs and a long battery life suitable for power outages. Nissan delays production of 2 EV models in the U.S., newsonjapan.com. Nissan Motor is delaying the production of 2 electric SUV models initially planned for its Mississippi plant in 2028. This postponement, along with the cancellation of a sedan and compact SUV, affects Nissan's strategy to launch 5 EV models in the U.S., potentially impacting its overall business performance.
Technology news. Texas flood alerts delayed as dispatchers waited for authorization, former county official says, CBS News. John David Trollinger, former IT director for Kerr County, reported delays in Texas flood alerts as dispatchers awaited authorization. He recounted hearing emergency radio transmissions about the rapidly rising Guadalupe River. Trollinger had helped install the area's code red emergency alert system. Rhode Island man charged for allegedly threatening to kill Trump, other administration officials, Fox News. A 37-year-old man faces charges after an FBI investigation revealed he allegedly posted threats against Trump and officials on Truth Social. Science news. Pentagon seeks sensors to aid regenerative medicine. Defense One. The Pentagon is developing tiny sensors for real-time analysis of tissue health to aid soldier recovery and boost U.S. biotech. The BioInspect project aims to optimize regenerative medicine processes and enhance domestic biotech capabilities, countering foreign investments, particularly from China. It aligns with broader efforts to expand U.S. biomanufacturing. Goldberg says only Braun Breaker should use the spear in WWE. That's the truth. CBS Sports. Goldberg, known for his iconic spear move in wrestling, is set to retire after a match against Gunther. He endorses Braun Breaker as the sole WWE wrestler to carry forward the spear, a move also used by stars like Roman Reigns. Goldberg's career peaked with a 173-match winning streak. Eggheads hold science fair on Capitol Hill to decry funding cuts. Theregister.com. President Trump's budget cuts have drastically reduced funding for scientific research, leading to the cancellation of numerous programs. Scientists organized a Capitol Hill event to highlight potential innovations lost due to these cuts. The reduced funding impacts critical research areas, prompting concerns about the U.S.'s future scientific and economic leadership.
Today's obituaries. Humaira Asghar. Brief Wikipedia summary. Humaira Asghar Ali Chaudhry was a Pakistani actress, model, and theater artist known for her roles in television dramas and films. She gained recognition on the reality show Tamasha Gar. Asghar was found dead in her Karachi apartment in July 2025 with her body in a decomposed state. Ioana Bulca. Brief Wikipedia summary. Romanian actress Ioana Bulca, known for films like The Mill of Good Luck and Then I Sentenced Them All to Death, appeared in 20 films between 1955 and 2007. She passed away at 89 on July 9, 2025, and will be buried at Bellu Cemetery. Joe Coleman. Brief Wikipedia summary. Joe Coleman, 78, was an American baseball player who played for the Washington Senators, Detroit Tigers, and Oakland Athletics. Tomás Flores. Brief Wikipedia summary. Tomás Flores, a Chilean economist and politician, served as Undersecretary of Economy under President Sebastián Piñera. A member of the Independent Democratic Union, he contributed significantly to economic policy and academia. Flores passed away from cancer at age 60 on July 9, 2025. Paulette Giles. Brief Wikipedia summary. Paulette Giles, an American author known for News of the World, passed away at 82 in July 2025. Her career included poetry, memoirs, and novels, with notable works like Enemy Women and Simon the Fiddler. She lived in Texas and contributed significantly to literature and indigenous media. Frank Layden. Brief Wikipedia summary. Frank Layden, an influential American basketball coach and executive, led teams like the Utah Jazz and Utah Stars. Known for his humor, Layden coached Niagara to its first NCAA tournament and was instrumental in drafting NBA stars. He retired in 1989 and passed away at 93 in 2025. Zubaydah Mustafa. Brief Wikipedia summary. Zubaydah Mustafa was a pioneering Pakistani journalist who joined Dawn newspaper in 1975, becoming the first woman in mainstream media in Pakistan. She focused on women's issues, education, and social justice. She received numerous awards, including the International Women's Media Foundation Lifetime Achievement Award, and passed away in 2025. Ihor Poklad. Brief Wikipedia summary. Ihor Poklad was a renowned Ukrainian composer known for blending Ukrainian folk with contemporary music. He created over 150 popular songs, film scores, and was honored as People's Artist of Ukraine. His work featured collaborations with prominent artists, and he received the Shevchenko National Prize in 1986. Yang Xiaohua. Brief Wikipedia summary. Yang Xiaohua was a renowned Chinese xiangsheng comedian and actor, born in Beijing in 1931. He became a disciple of Guo Qirong and performed with Ma Jiming. He appeared in the CCTV New Year's Gala in 2018. Yang passed away at 94 on July 9, 2025. Steve Benson. Brief Wikipedia summary. Steve Benson, a 71-year-old American editorial cartoonist known for his work with the Arizona Republic and Arizona Mirror, passed away due to complications from a stroke. Edward D. DePreet. Brief Wikipedia summary. Edward D. DePreet, a former mayor of Cranston and governor of Rhode Island, served from 1985 to 1991. Convicted of bribery, extortion, and racketeering, he was the only Rhode Island governor to serve prison time. He died on July 8, 2025, at the age of 91. David Fleabot. Brief Wikipedia summary. David Fleabot, an American TV writer and producer known for Desperate Housewives and Masters of Sex, passed away at 65 from cystic fibrosis. Despite a childhood diagnosis and a double lung transplant in the 1990s, he had a prolific career, including Emmy and WGA Award nominations. Alan G. Hassenfeld. Brief Wikipedia summary. Alan G. Hassenfeld, former CEO and chairman of Hasbro, expanded the company's global reach and initiated corporate activism for children's welfare. Inducted into the Toy Industry Hall of Fame in 1996, he was also a philanthropist, supporting education and health initiatives. Hassenfeld passed away at 76 in 2025. Karl Malik, 64, Czech musician, composer, lyricist, and poet.
Health news. Groups mark 10th anniversary of China's pivotal 709 crackdown on rights lawyers. ChinaDigitalTimes.net. The 709 inches crackdown on July 9, 2015, marked a significant authoritarian shift in China under Xi Jinping, targeting over 300 rights lawyers and activists. A decade later, human rights law in China has regressed, with lawyers facing increased surveillance and repression. Calls for international accountability remain unaddressed. Eggheads hold science fair on Capitol Hill to decry funding cuts. Theregister.com. President Trump's budget cuts have drastically reduced funding for science, leading to the cancellation of numerous research programs. Scientists held a Capitol Hill event, The Things We'll Never Know, to highlight lost innovations. Cuts impact areas like pandemic preparation and cancer research, risking U.S. scientific leadership as other countries attract talent. Entertainment news. Berlanga and Shiraz, millionaires before belts, BoxingNews24.com. Tim Bradley criticizes Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Shiraz for becoming millionaires before winning world titles, suggesting early wealth hinders their ambition and potential. Their upcoming fight, headlining a DAZN PPV despite lacking championship titles, reflects a shift in boxing where entertainment overshadows merit and skill. Insider drops claims on how 190-day Hunt for Love star's work on the show might have led to her losing her day job. Cinema Blend. Dr. Shelby Calabresi, featured on 90-Day Hunt for Love, was placed on administrative leave from her principal position at Harvard Elementary School ISD. The leave, possibly due to filming commitments, coincides with the new principal's introduction, suggesting her resignation or termination. The series airs Mondays on TLC.
Ah, folks, it's your old pal Globey here, spinning the world of headlines around my axis. You know, every so often I take a look at the news and wonder if this planet is still on its proper orbit or if we've just gone topsy-turvy. First off, can we talk about this 10th anniversary of China's 709 crackdown on lawyers? Now, I'm all for a little authority now and then, but does anyone else find it kind of ironic that in a country with over 1 billion globes, they felt the need to crack down on a few lawyers? It's like using a bulldozer to squash an ant on the other side of the globe. There are more lawyers per square mile in New York City than there are on the entire Great Wall. Maybe China should have given them a chance to channel their energy into something positive, like turning lead into legal briefs. Moving along, did you hear about the Anchor-Solix power station hitting its lowest Prime Day price? Oh yeah, just what we need in this age of renewable energy. More devices sucking up all the juice our planet has to offer. I mean, isn't it a bit paradoxical? We spend all this time plugging into devices that are supposed to help us unplug from the world. The way we're going, I'm expecting someone to announce they've invented a solar-powered flashlight next. And speaking of light and energy, let's not forget Goldberg declaring that only Braun Breaker should use the WWE spear. Have we really sunk so low on this big blue marble that we're fighting over who gets to fake fight better? To paraphrase Shakespeare, or was it Hulk Hogan, what's in a wrestling move? Next, they'll be limiting how many globes can do the old headlock. But hey, I guess these wrestlers need something to grapple with outside the ring, too. Now let's orbit back to another headline. Remember those reports about Google's Project Loon balloons providing internet to rural areas? Yeah, because when I think of global connectivity, I definitely think giant floating Wi-Fi condoms in the sky. They say it's for connecting remote areas. Well, here's a thought, Google. Maybe if we spent as much energy fixing our infrastructure as we do filling the skies with tech blimps, we wouldn't need them in the first place. Finally, here's a real headline for you. Why is everyone obsessed with AI-generated content? Hey, wait. Anyway, It feels like everyone these days wants their news regurgitated by algorithms. I always say, if it's not coming from a grumpy old globe with a globe on his desk complaining about everything under the sun, is it really worth listening to? That's your world tour of headlines with Globey. And remember, folks, keep rotating and try not to wobble too much. See you next orbit.
Now a couple of dad jokes for you. What's brown and sounds like a bell? Dung. Why can't your nose be 12 inches long? Because then it'd be a foot.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.